Okay guys, you're trying to install your Sprinter bench seat. I got a really nice seat here, 2024 seat to put in a 2022 van. And it's tougher than I thought. Well, I knew it was tough, but it's uglier than I thought. So I bought these rails, which are aftermarket. There's a guy on one of the YouTube videos that I think's claiming they're OEM, but they're not, I don't believe. They're very sturdy, but they don't fit. They're off a few millimeters here and a few millimeters there. Now, could you screw around with them and make them fit? Yeah, probably. But, you know, there is a big incentive because the original rails, the OEMs, are really difficult to find used at a reasonable price. Even the guy on eBay selling them right now wants 700 plus shipping for 3 rails, which to me is insane because, well, it's not initially. He realizes how hard they are to find, but I missed a set that were used for about 300. But let me just tell you what's going on. I already made a video explaining the difference in the size of the pins. The rear pin is fatter than the front pin, so you can't put them in backwards and you can't flip the seat around and expect it to fit. Now, here's what's going on. I believe because of the powder coating, maybe the welds or holes being off a hair, this thing is jamming in here. So you can obviously hook it in the rear, but I think the powder coating on this rear peg is maybe preventing the front peg from slipping in addition to the powder coating here, and or the foot is running into the bottom of the plate too early and it needs to be raised up a couple millimeters. So either way, you know, because of the cost difference, these being like 85 bucks or something for 3 and new ones being almost $700 for 3, there is an incentive to manipulate this and grind and screw around. But I really was shooting for an OEM installation, and it's just, you know, I mean, obviously I was shooting for it and then I gave up on it, went with these, and now I'm going to go back to the OEM and spend the $700. I didn't spend a lot of money on this seat. I explained in another video. I was able to. Anyway, let's get back to it. This back pin jams in there and you can see what's happening. There's actually a plastic sleeve that's wrapped around this metal hook, and it might be just for, you know, dampening effects or vibration or clunkiness in the car, or, you know, making it go in and out smoothly, but it cracked it now. Now I'm not saying that this wouldn't happen with the OEM seat, because, you know, you bang it in and out, it's going to crack that lip. But most of them are probably cracked if they've been in and out a few times. But this one definitely, I think, just broke this. You know, I don't know, it could have been broken already, but there is a plastic sleeve on here, as you can see. There was a piece inside as well that probably acts as a lubricant and a buffer and a, you know, silencer. And then maybe because of the tightness of this and the extra powder coating thickness, it snapped it. So then the front pin does not fit in. Even when you pound it in with your foot or you sit on it and try to jam it in, it will not lock into this thing. And you can see that you've got to trigger that entire thing or you're going to have a real safety issue. So you've got to, you can see that safety catch come around. This catch right here has got to be completed, completely hooked, otherwise you're going to have an unsafe situation. So now it's locked, and the release handle, as you know, is back here. I pull the release, you saw the release handle, I'm pulling it, so watch what happens here. Obviously, okay, so this isn't going to work. The center one does not have a hook, it just, or a front catch, it just has a simple rear hook. So obviously the hooking in a forward accident is where the strength is, the heavier pin being back here, and you've got 2 clipped in ones. So if you had 3 people sitting down on the seat at once, it wouldn't rock over and fall on their back. So anyway, these aftermarkets are turning into be a no-go, and it appears on eBay, Amazon, they're all made from the same place. Now I could be wrong. You might get a lucky pair that are a few millimeters in the right direction or don't have as thick a powder coating or what have you, and they might fit, but it does seem to be a crapshoot. So I think I'm going to abandon this, send these back, and I have a couple of tips I might be able to give you after I see what kind of success I have on where to find these OEMs for less than the guy on eBay. I think I found them brand new for under 700, and he's close to, I think, 800 used. So I know it's a lot of money, but I don't know what else to do at this point other than, I've waited this long, probably close to a year, to get a seat in this silly van, trying to find seats at a reasonable price. And then, here's where we're at. I hope that helps you guys. These aftermarkets are going to be tough cookies. They are definitely built heavy enough to be safe. They're welded and all that good stuff, but they're too much work to screw with. I don't feel like trying to grind and fit and see what happens. But all right, hope that helps. Take care. Appreciate it. Appreciate any likes and subscribes.